So at the beginning of the quarter, we took an inventory and I listed the skills that we would be working on this quarter. Now, this was not a normal quarter, and there are some things on here that we didn't get to, and that's fine. But what we want to do is we want to look at this again now that we're in October and we've had 15 lessons. And let's see if we see some improvement. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to check what you checked off here in August. So let's say I thought, well, I'm kind of basic here on writing a topic sentence. Do I feel like I'm still basic? Did I not get enough practice on that? Or do I feel like I'm pretty proficient? I can write a topic sentence that has the author and the title and the main idea. So maybe I'm a little better on this. And now what I want to do is I want to give an example of that. So I want to think about the writing assignments that we did. Well, we did a lot of writing in the Unit 1 notebook. We did a lot of writing in the article of the week. We did a lot of writing in our personal narrative, and actually in all our notebooks. So I'm going to go into my notebook and I'm going to find an example of a topic sentence. So here I am in my Unit 1 notebook, and here's my example that I wrote for you guys to give you an example of how to introduce your analysis paragraph. You will be using your example, but this is the example I wrote. So I'm just going to take this topic sentence. It's two parts, but it's still a full topic sentence. And then I'm going to go back to my inventory, and I'm going to put this here as my example. Then I'm going to say, okay, my next skill, correctly embed a quote in a paragraph. I didn't think I was very good at that, so I had marked that. Let's say I had marked that as basic. But now I feel like I've had a lot of practice at that. I think I'm advanced at that now. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go through my notebook again, and I'm going to find an example. So here's the example that I gave. And here's an example of an embedded quote. Of course, it's highlighted. Make sure we don't have any highlight. There we go. And there's my example. There we go. All right, so you are going to continue going through your inventory. We'll be working on this in class, but if you don't happen to be in class, now you may come across something that we didn't do. Maybe we didn't talk about complex sentences because we haven't gotten to that yet. So if that's something that we haven't done yet, then over here in your example, just say, didn't work on this quarter or something like that. And as we go through this in class, I'll be talking about some of the things that we didn't get to, or we didn't have the amount of time that we normally have. We did do the summary, we did a personal narrative. Okay, so for each of these things, you are going to identify an example and show me that hopefully you feel that you've improved. Now, you may not. You may feel like, I started out as basic. I don't really feel like I've got this skill yet. I want you to be honest. I'm not grading you here on did you advance. But I want you to have a sense about where you are on these skills. Don't worry if you don't feel like you've mastered a skill yet. We'll be continuing to work on all of these skills over the course of the year.